You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, YNR fans, Belinda from Soap Dirt with your 2-week spoilers from Monday, July 15th through Friday, July 26th. Nikki Newman is going to snap and Jack Abbott is going to be on the Warpath along with lots of other hot action. Let's start with what's happening Monday, July 15th, 2024 on the CBS soap. Nick, Tessa, and Mariah have a chat at Society about Sharon. They have noticed that she's off. She seems to be spacing out, and they decide to go check on her. And the thing is, Sharon's home is cluttered. It looks like she's losing time. She's zoning out. And now she is having both visual and auditory hallucinations. So she is seeing and hearing her dead daughter, Cassie. That is clearly problematic. We have got Claire finally getting through to her younger sister, Katie Abbott, and convincing her to give her a chance to be her big sister because they have each always wanted a sister. And this makes Victoria very happy, especially in light of Katie constantly ranting to Victoria about being uber focused on Claire and not paying them the amount of attention that they are used to getting. I mean, she's being selfish, but she's a tween. That's what they do. Summer is very jealous about Claire's growing bond with Harrison. Summer is also upset with Kyle planning to move their son out of his parents' mansion. So she decides she's going to buy a new house. Harrison can help her pick it out. And then she is trying to low-key convince the kid to pick living with her over picking his dad, Kyle, and Kyle overhears and is furious and is promising if she wants a battle in court, that's what she is going to get. Kyle confronts Victor about warning Claire to stay away from him. Victor plays it down and basically just says he doesn't want Summer, Claire, or Harrison part of the coming Abbott versus Newman feud. But I think it's more than that because I do think Victor is planning on ruining Kyle's life and doesn't want Claire in that or thinking less of her grandpa. And Victor hassles Billy Boy and warns him he better not hurt Jill or Devon with these little reindeer games he's playing with this de-merger. Tuesday, July 16th, Victor has this new plan and he is going to share it with the family. I just can't imagine how forthcoming he's going to be because he keeps saying he wants to keep his investment in Glissade hidden. So I just wonder what he's going to say to rationalize Newman Media about to start promoting Glissade and trash talking Jabot and how he can explain himself because whatever he tells his family is far from the whole story. Nate sets ground rules for his new fling with Audra, and Jack and Diane have to make some difficult decisions where Kyle Abbott is concerned. Wednesday, July 17th, Adam and Chelsea are fighting the urge to rip each other's clothes off again. It doesn't help that these two are spending so much time alone. Their partners, Sally and Billy, are giving them plenty of latitude because they know they need to be able to make private video calls to Connor whenever he's available. So they are back midweek at Adam's place all alone. No Billy, no Sally, no booze this time. So really no excuse. And it seems like they are going to be tangling again. Summer takes a page from her mom's dirty playbook where it comes to dealing with Kyle. And Heather shares some big news with Daniel. Thursday, July 18th, we've got Nick and Phyllis disagreeing about Summer pressing forward with trying to take custody of Harrison away from Kyle. Of course, Phyllis is going to be all in on whatever Supergirl wants. And Nick wants her to be chill, wait and see how things work out. Don't start burning down bridges you're standing on. And of course, his ex and their daughter are not going to listen to him. Victor drives a hard bargain to convince Adam to implement that strategy at Newman Media to target Jack Abbott and the family business. And Nikki is pushing back hard at Newman Media, but I don't think Victor's going to let her back in that role of power when he has an agenda that he wants Adam to carry out. Friday, July 19th, Chelsea tries to keep Billy from finding out exactly what she did. The big question is from finding out what she did in Baltimore or finding out what she did midweek with Adam in Genoa City. Are they going to be able to fight their urge and keep their clothes on? Is Chelsea going to have a double dose of guilt to deal with? Plus, Nick is torn between Phyllis and Sharon. There's a scene of him sitting between the ladies at society. He's in the middle. He's looking very uncomfortable. Sharon is angry. She is finger pointing at Phyllis. For copyright reasons, I can't show you the photo, but it should be a very intense scene. And Victoria encourages Claire to get out of her comfort zone. And I believe that that is with regard to Kyle. We'll see. We also have an undated spoiler for the week of the 15th through the 19th, where Nick and Victoria have a heartfelt sibling chat. That takes us to the second week, the week of July 22nd through the 26th. Sweeps ends on Thursday, July 25th, but I think we're going to still have a tsunami of big action in our front burner storylines. Nikki is not going to be in the dark much longer about what Victor is up to. I expect her to lash out at Adam and blame him, but I just wonder if he'll take the heat for what Victor ordered him to do to Jabot and on behalf of Audra, or will he aim Nikki back at Victor for answers or just throw Victor under the bus? I would be excited if any of those things happen, because Victor definitely seems to be on borrowed time in his marriage, and it's his own fault. His trying to crush Jack and Jabot is going to trigger some karmic retribution. Everybody who's been watching for more than a minute knows that Nikki's not going to sit by and let him pull this on the man who saved her life, literally saved her life. And to me, I don't know if it's just bad writing or if they're trying to make Victor look that dumb. There's really not a lot of provocation. Jack only put his own life at risk. Victor's the one who put Nikki at risk by not getting her to rehab when she first came back from Oregon after the vodka IV. Fans were saying that on social media back then, and I absolutely agree. Sharon Newman's mental health crisis takes her in dismal new direction. Look for anger, guilt, regrets. I'm sure that's part of why she is seeing Cassie. And I just wonder if her loved ones can pull her out of it before it gets much worse. Phyllis takes Team Summer to heart and offers to do anything her daughter needs to help her trounce Kyle in court and take his son away. Kyle is going to get closer to Claire, and Victoria may be doing some matchmaking where they are concerned. Chelsea and Adam are rapidly painting themselves into a corner with their lack of control. They're playing with fire, and they might both lose the people in their lives that they love. Nate doesn't just want to be Audra's booty call. He pushes back, but will she let him in? And I wonder if Summer is going to tap Heather Stevens to represent her in the custody case. I'm kind of hoping not, because I'm hoping Heather and Daniel just ditch town. And Jack and Diane have to shore up their corporate defenses to deal with the combined threat of Kyle and Victor. But I do think Jack's going to get his hands dirty if he has to, and he may turn the tables and inform Nikki of all the things that her husband is doing with his despicable dealings. That's it. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.